Hey guys, we're going on day 3 of being in the hospital. We had a really bad night. Poor little princess here. She started throwing up and she couldn't really stop. She would get a little bit of rest here and there, and then she would start throwing up again. And it was bad enough that they had to put a tube down her nose into her stomach to try to drain all the stuff off, and it's staying in her, and it's continually draining this horrible green disgustingness out of her belly. But the problem is that was supposed to stop her throwing up. She's still like throwing up, but nothing's coming out because this is sucking it all out, but she still is, going through the motions and retching and all of those things, and that's incredibly painful, especially after surgery. Abdominal surgery. So they just gave her a Finnegan suppository because the Zofran wasn't working. She just got more morphine. She's having it every 2 hours because of her pain, and she looks pitiful and pale, and she's hurting, and she doesn't have a high fever, but she has a very, very low grade fever. So she's still on IV antibiotics and fluids, and they have done 2 different scans of her bladder to see what's going on in there, because she's not able to urinate properly. She can go sometimes, but not always, and she can't really empty her bladder. So we're trying to figure out what's going on there. She's still a very sick little girl, and I've had my breakdowns, which is why I look like a tired, sad mommy. I'm sleeping here. Luckily, Brandon was able, I had the foresight to throw a sleeping bag and an air mattress into my car, so I'd at least have that. And yeah, so I'll show you what she looks like. Okay, so the surgeon just came back in to talk to me. They are not worried intensively about her yet. What they've decided is that she has what's called an iliad, I think, and that means that her intestines have stopped working, but they're just kind of worn out from all of the sickness and inflamed and stuff, and nothing's moving through her digestive system, which is why she has to have the tube in her nose, because that tube is sucking out all of this, wherever it is, horrible green stuff. You're not supposed to have green stuff in your stomach, which is why she was throwing up, because that is all waste that should be going through her intestines and out the other end, but it's not, because her intestines and colon and all of that, it's not working right now. So the surgeon says that she is not worried as of yet, that right now we're in a waiting game. She very well could, in post-op 5 days, have a blockage in her bowels from none of that going through, because we knew from the ultrasound before surgery that she did have waste in her colon that needed to come out, in her intestines, but it's not coming out. So in 5 days post-op to 7 days, that's when they want to start doing CT scans and seeing if they need to open her belly back up and relieve her colon and all of that. But right now we're just in a waiting game, because we're on day 3, I think. I don't even know what day it is. So we're just gonna hang out. That's all we can do.